Gosh.
Hello.
Hello and welcome back to the Brotherhood with me, Big G, and my man
Stevie boy.
Stevie Boy.
Stevie boy.
How you doing, son?
Yes. Oh no, I'm fucking poorly at the moment.
Oh, fuck.
No, I haven't got.
Anyway, moving on.
People do that. They go, "How are you? All right?" When you go,
No one's really interested, are
I've
they?
got cancer. They
Yeah.
go, all right.
Have you? Oh, never mind. I've got to go and get the bins out. Yeah.
I
fucking
do.
never mind.
I don't feel very well, but I'm fine. Yeah.
Oh, good. Anyway, that's the end of that conversation. So, I hope you're all well out there in internet land. Welcome to a new style of the Brotherhood because we're trying to keep people interested in what we're talking about.
Down there, man.
So yeah,
What?
very interesting week media-wise, and we're gonna.
Where did you fucking get this from?
I've just said it. It's come from up here. It's just like
You've thrown that in.
this thing up here. No.
I've got a couple of topics here.
Okay, all right.
Not long ones, by the way.
Hell.
Go on, what was you going to say?
No,
As per fucking
interesting wise, as in
hogging fucking time on that mic. And
the world. No, not at all.
You get an erection, didn't you? Come on.
The world is a bit of a whirlwind at the moment,
Hey,
isn't
of
it?
course.
That's what I'm getting at. So
It's
anyway,
It's only a war.
enough of me. So Steve's picked the subjects for these little shorties.
Shorties, yeah.
And I've no idea what he's going to come out with, and that troubles me in itself. So
No, I think you'll like it.
yeah, I think you said that the last fucking
No,
one.
we were talking
Ghosts.
Woo! No, we wasn't. We were talking about your heroics when it comes to things like this. And
Yeah, I don't like to talk about it.
Well, there's a question coming out.
Okay.
It ain't just for you. It's for the pair of us.
Okay.
So what we going to...
Granville.
What do you think is the most bravest thing you've done?
The bravest thing I've ever done.
Yeah, I'm being serious.
The bravest thing I've ever done.
I know, it ain't just because you're in the fire brigade. If you can look and say that was brave, you wouldn't pass.
That's a fucking good question, actually. Well, let me think about it, because obviously I've been, brave on several occasions.
Well, mine, I had to really think about it because I've done some bits and pieces like you.
Parting with a £10 note. Now that's brave for you, isn't it? Come on. I'm joking. Of course I'm, Sue.
No, yeah, I've done a few things like try to save that guy who died and this, that, and the other.
Yep.
And it wasn't brave when I done it. I don't think because I think we'd all do it as long as you're a good swimmer. But quickly it happened. Centre Parks, you've been there?
I haven't, and I don't really ever want to go there, to be honest with you, because
nor did I.
Expensive bike riding.
Imagine my missus on a bike. Fuck off, you had to walk everywhere. We've got a golf trolley. But anyhow, it was the swimming pool, fantastic. It's all rocks and waterfalls and blah.
Yep.
And it's got a wave machine every 20 minutes, and a siren goes woo, 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 and you wait, and you have to come away from.
Like they used to have in a dolphin centre until that poor kid got killed. Like a tidal wave machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're dangerous.
Fucking hell, the kid fucking died.
Yeah, but
not the only one either.
But what they say when the siren goes, you go up. You got it. Yeah. You got it. You go up to the shallow end. You get away from the and you. I've been and done it. Kids keep an eye on the
You
kids.
stood up the shallow end.
No, swim for England, mate.
Fucking like that.
And I was looking right over where the rocks are, the waterfall. That's where the waves are going to come. I saw this guy. You know about that fucking. You're looking at it. And
was he that big or was he far away?
Far away. And I'm looking, I'm thinking, the fucking machine's going to start in a minute.
Yeah.
As your moan goes, I thought, I'll be all right. You know what I mean? When it really goes up, when you're up there and it chucks up about fucking 7 foot.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at him, I thought, and he went up once, up twice, didn't come up third time.
Oh, no.
So I'm thinking, shit. And I'm off like fucking Mark Spitz, and I fucking shot, as quick as I could. He's on the bottom. So I thought, no problem. Mr. Hero swam for England. And the waves are coming now, don't forget. And I'm looking, so I swam down to him, and the closer I got, the bigger he got. He was a Mongol, bless. There was we can't call it a party. There was like Mongol children there, with
right,
minds.
Don't use that language
I thought,
anymore.
I didn't know what words to use.
Mongol is a tribe somewhere out in the Outer Hebrides.
No, I apologise if I got that wrong, but I didn't think about it.
He had a disability.
Yeah, that could be a broken leg or a broken finger.
No. So he had a mental disability, let's say.
All right.
Let's leave it at that, yeah?
We'll leave it at that. You know where I'm going.
Okay, no.
But I dove down, and so the nearer I got, the bigger he got.
Yep.
So he's on his back, and I hiked my arm under it, and I but I can't get up. I've got this guy, he's fucking dying by the side of me.
Yeah.
I eventually got him up to the top, turned his head over. Then all these brave, what would you call them? Pole attendants or whatever it is.
Oh, yeah. Lifeguards, yeah.
They decided to dive in and fucking pull him off me. You know what I mean?
Okay.
But so what I'm saying is that I think that was brave in most people's eyes.
Okay. Yeah, so I personally, I think through experience, you tend to find that people go into fight or flight. If it's your profession to save people,
you go there, yeah.
you have to.
Yeah.
You have to fight. You can't flight. I think in everyday life, if you come across a situation, in layman's terms, it's probably always better if there's someone already there dealing with it, and you can just go along and assist.
Yeah.
But then again, you do get some people that, like, I mean, obviously on the planes, you know, we have medical emergencies, week in and week out. One of the first things we do, if it's serious or something that's going to need jabs or blah, 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 is we'll ask if there's a medical professional on board. Because we're basic first aid, you know what I mean?
Is there a doctor about? Yeah.
Is there a doctor on the plane, yeah.
Mm-hmm. All calm and collected. Like
Yeah. So...
Where's a fucking doctor?
Help! It's me! Yeah,
But that's not brave, that's training.
No,
That's what I'm asking you. Is there... You can bring the fire brigade into it, but in your life overall, there must be one, not where you say, fucking hell, I was fucking brave there, but other people would. They'd see you, whatever you done.
I think that's without sounding like a knob end. I think that is the difficulty in picking out one particular moment, because the way that I looked at it from the age of 18 is that's my job.
Yeah.
So, do I think I was brave chasing my governor in and dragging the old Irish fella who'd put on a chip pan on a Friday night, fallen asleep, and the whole fucking flat was up in flames? And no, that was my job.
That's right.
That was my job. So it's a bit...
You're pussyfooting around this.
No, I'm not.
I did say at the beginning that you must have done loads of it, bless you. You're fine.
I've done a fair amount of it, yeah.
But something that wasn't on spec then, because you've got the woo-woo in your woo-woo, and you go down there, it's your job, whatever it's picking bits of pieces of bodies up. Or...
I mean, we spoke about the fella in Barbados, my mate Lubo, who's still alive.
That's a biggie.
Yeah, but do you know, I didn't look at that like I was really brave there. I looked at it from a perspective that if that had been me and my partner was sat on the beach, and I get dragged out to sea, I just like to think that someone would have done the same thing. I don't see it as brave. It's not nice, like I said before. I'm not going to go on about it because we spoke about it last time. But it's not nice. It's not an enjoyable thing to do.
No.
It's very stressful and it's horrible. And you know, when you've got someone that is bereft of life, it's not great.
No, I'm not. The question I'm asking you, because you're still, I'm sure you're hiding something from me here.
No, I'm not. I'm digging deep here.
It's out of your training, you know what I mean? So is there something where, no, I'm not saying that you automatically think when you've done it, Jesus, I was brave there. So you've done something in retrospect that you know you've done well, and other people think he's a hero.
Well, okay. I don't know if I've got a situation like that, if I'm being honest. And I'll come right away from the fire brigade. And a lot of people would probably call this more stupidity than anything.
Yeah, it happens.
But I had a situation. So when I was on my days off, nights off, I used to work the doors.
You did.
Worked them in Holsden. I worked them in some lovely areas. Holsden. I worked in a pub called the Feathers. Anyone out there knows the Feathers, which is 2 doors down from the old Scotland Yard.
All right.
Yeah, at St James's. And you think it's right next to New Scotland Yard. Obviously, it's moved now. And it'd be for the coppers. There'd be no trouble. It was fucking always aggro. Always aggro. And, but one of the places that I used to work was the Buck's Head in Camden, which I'm hoping a lot of people on here will know. Now, the Buck's Head in Camden, you have on a Sunday, you have the flea market. Right. Open flea market, so you know the traders are buying and selling whatnot.
Bit of wee.
Right, there were 2 gay guys that owned the pub to sort of set the scene, and they said so there was me and 2 other guys that were put in there because it was a new boozer and we worked for the firm for a while, blah blah blah. So the governor wanted level-headed, guys in there, and There's two gay fellas run it, and they said they can come in there and dance on the table, they can break the glasses. We don't give a shit. We just don't want any drugs. We don't want any drugs because our license will be gone, blah, blah, blah. And they said, so my first question was, you got people dealing in it? And they went, yeah, right, okay. You know what they look like? Describe them so we know what we're aiming for. And they were like, yeah, we can point you in the right direction. Anyway, after about 2 or 3 weeks, we find they're in the toilets, they're fucking dead. We said to them, listen, we don't want aggro, but you can't do it. And we got to ask you to go. And that's that. And if you don't go, we'll have to call the police. And we don't want to do that because then it's aggro. And to be fair, they were all right about it. It was like, yeah, fair enough. You know, we've done a bit. Cop. Anyway, so then it was kind of, we were paying lip service. Do you know what I mean? Sort of forever after. We got the odd problem, this, that and the other. But because the pub got so packed, you know, they were playing like sort of trance garage sort of music and all the rest of it. It got so packed that what would happen is one of the managers would come out and they'd say, right, okay, we're full. It's 1 out, 1 in. That's it.
Yeah.
Which a lot of the boozers and the clubs used to do.
Yeah.
So we're like, right, okay. Anyway, this one particular night, I've got my governor stood there, Mac. He's 6'4" bald, like
Big Mac.
Big Mac, and the 2 managers. So I'm stood on the pavement. They've come out. They said, right, we're full. So all right, fair enough. So it's like 1 out, 1 in. Right, okay, no worries. Anyway, this black guy comes up and he had like, I can only describe it as a Matrix coat.
All right.
And he's literally swept past, and I grabbed his arm and he's give it one of them. So I've got in, pursued him, and then grabbed hold of him, and he's told me to fucking do one. Anyway, I grabbed hold of him and I fucking slung him out the doors like the old Wild West. And I said to him, you ain't coming in, mate, that's it. I'm trying to explain something to you and you're not having it. So he didn't turn around. He said, you fucking big man, are you? Fucking big man. I'll come back, I'll fucking shoot you. Now, how many times I got threatened with being blown up, my uncle's in the IRA, blah, 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 and you go, fucking, yeah, whatever. Now, I'm not saying that doesn't happen because it has happened. And poor men, God rest their souls, you know, because you're planted on that door, you are a target because you sling someone out, they can go off, they'll get their fucking mates, and back they'll come because they know that you're going to be there. So anyway, that was that. He fucked off up the road like, yeah. Anyway, about half hour later, I'm out the front and there was a side door and the other 2 fellas were on the side door. Anyway, I've looked up the road and this geezer's coming back. And I thought, fuck. Right, okie dokie.
On his own?
On his own.
Right.
And he was walking with purpose. Right?
It's
the only way I describe it. So I radioed through to one of the boys on the side door, and I said, no, but
I know what you're saying.
If he's coming back, I need backup. So I said,
he's got a tool if he's coming back, and he's gone.
Right. So I said, boys, I need money out the front here. Anyway, no one fucking came. Right? No one came. So whoever one of the boys was chatting someone up or whatever they were, I don't know. Anyway, the fella come back. He went, I fucking told you I'd come back. He said, I fucking told you I'd come back. I said, yeah, you did, mate, you did. I said, you also said you were going to shoot me. And at that point, he pulled this fucking coat back and he had a fucking gun tucked down his fucking belt. And at that point, and this is what I'm saying, I don't know whether it was brave or fight or flight or sheer stupidity, but I thought, I'm not moving. I'm not fucking moving and I fucking ain't running. So I looked at him and I said, you're going to do it, mate. I said, fucking do it.
Really?
Do it. And then, of course, the adrenaline kicks in. So I'm like, fucking do it! Do you know what I mean? Because I thought, and I'm getting nearer and nearer to him because I thought, you fucking put your hand on that thing, I'm going to spark you out. I'm literally going to, I sound like a geezer on it. I'm going to come over and spark you out, mate. But I thought, I'm going to knock you out. And then if I need to, and you get out,
I'll stamp on you.
Whatever I need to do. So the adrenaline kicked in. Fucking screaming at him, and then I'm stood because you know this because you was a fucking monster in the day. Whatever. So I'm then stood side on because I thought I'll get you with one of these or fucking 2 fingers into the throat, and then you're going down.
Yeah. And you kick him, mate.
And I'm shuffling. I'm kind of sliding towards him, and the whole time I'm saying to him, "Fucking do it, or fuck off."
Yeah.
And he fucked off.
So
it changed my underpants after that.
That wasn't bravery.
Well, no, that's
you was doing your job. But you took it to the extreme.
No, I could have walked off.
You could have done.
And a lot of people would say, "You fucking idiot! You should have walked off."
Yeah.
But by my nature, I can't back down. I can't. There'd be fucking 10 of you. I can't.
Well, you've got nowhere to go, really, have you? So you've got to make that decision.
Yeah. Needless to say, once he'd fucked off, I went to the side door and I fucking tore the arse out the other two knobbins. And I said, I don't know if you're interested, but a fella's just popped up with a little fucking 9mm at the front door, blah, blah, blah. And they went, oh, yeah, what am I doing? I said,
See, Carol, she's nice.
you're a fucking pair of... So, yeah, I was none too pleased. So, yeah, I don't know. I know what you're saying. It's difficult with fire brigade stuff.
Yeah.
Because I don't see it as being brave.
No, and you must have done so much of it. Not just you, all of you.
Listen, in the early days, I stood in. I remember one job we had over in. I was based at Chiswick, and we had a job in Brentford, and we were in this house, and there was just shit everywhere, and we could hear this hissing noise. We're up on the first floor, and we were stood on a load of fucking cylinders.
Oh, nice.
Like that, and I mean, this building was going up as well. And I looked at one of the other fellas and said, I think we better get out of here. But again, not brave, just not aware of my surroundings. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
It's a really good question, I've got to say. I'd probably think of something more grounded, like, admitting to something or doing something for someone rather than being in a uniform and doing it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why I threw it in there. Because the one I'd done, there's been loads of ditties. I saved the guy probably from almost getting killed, but beaten up.
Yeah.
And afterwards, I thought, I'm glad I fucking... So nobody else done it, just me laying by a pool again. I think it was in Spain. The young kid, sort of middle, standing on the edge, about 3 years old.
Yeah.
And this guy's just walked up and pushed this little kid in. So in that split second, you think...
Sounds like the in-betweeners.
Yeah.
Manchester United.
Stop it.
Fuck off.
And you look at you, it was his dad, or it was his brother. You know what I mean? But it wasn't.
Just a bloke.
Just a bloke, you're in me fucking way, kicks him in. Well, this kid didn't come up. So I dived in, done me Mark Spitz again, half up the pool, dived and pulled this spluttering kid out. So no...
Just so you know, Mark Spitz is about 6'7".
Yeah, he was a good, quick swimmer.
Yeah, he was a really good swimmer.
Yeah.
And he had a tash. Yeah. Anyway, mate, go on, Cameron.
No, I'm saying, so he wasn't drowning, no mouth to mouth, but I got to him,
Yeah.
pulled him up. And as I pulled him up, these families was this fucking guy.
It was a Jet 2 holiday then, was it?
Oh, it was terrible. Fucking terrible. For the Germans. Oh, I know I had a rat there as well.
Don't have a dig at the Germans, mate. Remember my heritage.
They're fucking horrible.
No.
He's dived in. I've got the kid and gone like that. And they were spitting fucking feathers. And this guy's, I didn't mean it. And I swam over to him. I said, what I'm going to do, don't retaliate. I'm going to smack you right in the fucking mouth. I said, because if I don't do it, that fucking lot's fucking...
It's the Germans.
Oh, and that fucking lot's going to fucking...
We will ask the questions!
So I'll give him a couple of smacks in the pool, drew blood, which they wanted to see in his nose. And I was just...
But you shouldn't have kicked the fucking kid in the first place.
I know. I enjoyed hitting him, but that was my theory, that in that split second, if I hadn't have done something to the guy... These fuckers were going to fucking muller him.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. When you're looking at your fire brigade, was you somewhere where something was happening, and because you're you and I'm on me, you've gone in there.
So I'm going to sound like I've rolled this off of a movie production line, but I'll tell you,
Bit of Bruce Willis.
I'll tell you probably the bravest thing that I've ever done for myself.
Oh, not me fucking casters are broke. You fucking trod on them.
I didn't touch them.
Oh.
Fuck's sake, should have got Specsavers. I think the bravest thing that I've ever done is admitted to myself that I've got an issue.
Yes, to top man. That's what I was looking for. Because mine is when I went in rehab on my own.
Yeah.
For 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That's the bravest thing I've fucking done. Good man.
Yeah.
I threw it out, yeah?
No. It was always there, but I thought, okay, we'll talk about heroics because I like talking about heroics. but no, 100% is admitting that you're wrong.
Yep.
To start with.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter who the recipient is. Unless it's a traffic warden or an estate agent.
or a German.
No, leave the Germans out of it.
They're fucking
Svein.
horrible. They're fucking horrible.
They're not. Or admitting, actually sitting myself down and saying, do you know what, Colsey, you need to speak to someone about A, B, or C.
Oh, we can talk about that some other time.
Yeah. So no, and the thing is, see, people say, heroes don't always wear capes, etc., etc. Heroics is not always about a physical thing that you can do, because a lot of people have done it. And like I say, and if you're in a uniform, you're being paid to do something, that's your job. And from the age of 18, I knew that was my job. And it's not nice picking bits of people up and bodies and all of that stuff, but it was my job. So I don't associate that with being brave.
That's why I try to draw it out. There's something there.
But personally, the bravest thing you can do is admit you're wrong, admit you have an issue, and then actually do something about it.
Extra step to do something about it.
100%.
Most people say, I'm an alky and just carry on drinking, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if you take that step, I'm going to... I'm glad I got that out years ago.
Oh, well, it fucking took a while, didn't
it?
it?
So we're in that on that happy moment.
Yeah. So, have you got something that you've done in your life that you feel you're really proud of, that people are proud of you, etc., etc.? Give us a call 07762 99 1973, or email us in to whatever the email address is. I can't remember now. It's been a long day. But yeah, give us or just give us some feedback. What's the bravest thing you've ever done? Because it comes in different shapes and forms.
Certainly does.
Do you know? And what one person might go, I think I was really brave when I done it. Someone might go, fuck off. But no, bravery in dealing with your own issues, I think, comes absolutely top of the pile. So no, really good question, mate.
Yeah. Well, that's why I didn't throw in.
And it didn't involve about anyone getting bummed or any sex. There's a valuable lesson to learn here, kids. It doesn't always revolve around sex.
You're right.
And now I've mentioned the word, he's going to a really brave thing I've done was this bird was really ugly. But anyway, we'll end it on a positive.
Yeah, we will.
Thank you for listening. And like I say, give us your feedback. If you are banging trouble and you don't want to speak to Steve or I, give us Samaritans a call on 116 much love. Peace out. And we will speak to you real soon. Cheers, buddy.
Good one. See you later, right?
Right.
There you go.